Hello guys, this is Abdul Ghafoor with the Teaching and Learning. Today in this lesson I'm going to share the information about the active and passive voice. I'll be discussing the basic rules and how to use the present simple tense in active and passive voice. What changes we have to do. So here guys, as you remember that in my previous lesson, which was the do and direct about from present simple to the future perfect continuous. I'm sure, and I got a very good feedback from all of you. I really appreciate for that. If you have any question about do and direct, you can comment me, you can email me, and you can discuss me in your convenient way. And I really appreciate those who subscribe and keep appreciating me about this channel. I'll be trying my best to give you the best content and very in simple way that you can easily comply. You can enforce your child that they can easily understand about the grammar and what is the channel about. So here in this lesson I'm going to share about the basic rules of the present simple tense. Here's a little bit of changes, the what changes I brought in previous do and direct sessions. I introduce the basic rules in an individual lesson, but here what I'm going to accumulate the basic rule with the present simple. So with each tense I will be sharing you the basic rules, how to these rules you can apply. So today the basic rules and present a simple tense. Let's see what how to make these sentences, what are the rules about them. So you can see here on the slide about active and passive voice. So in this slide I'm going to share you the rules of the active word changes, or what changes we're going to make about, and how to make these changes. So I'm going to I'll also define that in a simple way, that what is active voice and what is passive voice. So active voice is a subject acts upon a verb. So this keep in mind, subject means the one doer. However, the verb is the action which represents the action. So a subject acts upon a verb, so that means pretends that he is the doer, which is enforcement on action. But in passive it is vice versa. A subject is a recipient, so means is a recipient, he is a receiver of the action. So recipients of the verb's action. So these are the changes. So these are the vice versa, or the reverse process of the grammar. But there are some other changes as well, as you know. For example, you can see here the Ahmad. This is a past indefinite. Ahmad wrote a letter about his grandfather's pension. So you know that Ahmad is a doer. However, wrote is the verb, which is the action, and this part is a receiver of action, or it's about the action. So you can see here the difference. There are the three components, three parts of the sentences, and similarly in the passive voice. However, in the passive voice, a subject, when I say the recipient, so it will be used, or it will come at the end of that one. So receiver action is here at the end. So subject will be received or replaced by the receiver of action. So you can see here these are the changes. Okay, as I said, it's a reverse process of that. So but verb action will remain onto the middle. It will remain in the middle with a certain change or the form of the changes. So a letter about his grandfather's pension. So receiver will come first. Was, because as you know that it's an indefinite, so indefinite will be changed into the continuous, or we'll be using the auxiliary verbs was and verb, not continuous. The auxiliary verb will be was and verb, was, and here the wrote will be changed in the third form, written by Ahmed. I'll be telling you in a few while that what changes we're gonna do. So I'll be telling you in the simple tenses. This is an example which I took randomly. So here's the vice versa. So the receiver of action will come first. Action will remain in the middle, wrote and written. However, the doer, which will be the receiver of that one. so doer of the action. So you can see here, this is very simple, and your focus should be on the onto the subject, verb, and the object. So this is, in simple words, while you are changing the active voice into the passive voice, the object will come in first, there will be change in the form, and subject will be the receiver of the action. Let's see the formula of the present simple, and here are some changes in active voice, how these subjective will change into the objective case, or these are the pronouns and how these pronouns are going to change. Keep in mind, we're going to mostly use by, okay, in passive form. However, I will be changed into me, we will be changed to us, you will be changed to you, it will remain same, he will be changed to him, she will be her, it remain it, and they will go for them. So these are the changes while we are converting active into passive voice. You must bring these things. Okay, so you can say these are the rules which we have to stick with this. Let's see about the present simple tense rules. Active voice, subject, verb, s and es we use with the he, she, it singular, and object. For example, how? Let's make a sentence. He writes a letter. This is simple. Present simple. You can see here, first form s and es plus object. What is the object? You can see here. Let's make it bigger. Right now, he writes a letter. So that's why I put, or if you want to, or if you're not, if you're comfortable with, you can. And for making a negative and interrogative, this same. He does not write a letter, right? Does, if there's a I, we, you, okay, plural, we're gonna use the do not. I do not write a letter. Does he write a letter? This is a question. Now keep in mind, when we are using does, we'll remove the s, right? So he does not write a letter. Does he write a letter? This is a simple tense. Okay, we're going to make changes into the passive. Now objective, what this is another rule that will be, when we are going to change present simple into passive form, we'll be using the auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. What helping verb we're going to use? We are going to use helping or auxiliary verbs. I'll write aux, okay, and verb is am, are. This is the first thing. So similarly, when we will be using the present past simple, then there will be changes. Instead of is, am, are, we'll be using the was and were. So let's see the formula for that. Object, as I told you, the object will come first, so you can identify here. This is a he is a subject. Let's make it more simple. S, right? This is the verb, action, right? And this is the object, right? So another word we can say that as a doer, as I have mentioned, action, right? About action or receiver of action. or sorry, I have to remove E. Now receiver of action, or you can say that we work on it, on which thing we are going to work. So we are going to work, or the subject is going to work on a letter. So letter is a objective. So objective on which we work. Okay. In other words, we can say. So here you can see up there, I give you the example, the doer of the action, and on which the subject work. So let's see the another thing, very in simple way. Let's change passive voice. Now passive form will bring this receiver of the action voids. Let me it should not. There is a problem here, which is the Google receiver. We're gonna change it. Sorry guys. There is an error that shows, oh, I'm making a mistake. Okay, so passive, let's bring this part, which is the objective or receiver of the action, a letter. As I said that we're gonna use the auxiliary verbs or helping verb. So it's a singular, we're gonna use as a letter. Here is the rights. So guys, don't forget, we're gonna use the third form. What the words third form you can see here is right will be changed into written. A letter is written, and the most important rule is by. So it's a he, so he will be changed with a him, by him, right? So this is the passive form, which is really simple, and you can easily make it the example. This is the active form, as I told you, the doer, the verb action, and this one. So here are some example for the question mark and all these. He writes a letter. A letter is written by him. He does not write a letter. A letter is not. So we will not be using does, because we have auxiliary verb. Is not written by him. Does he write a letter? Is. So instead of does, because we are going to change so this simple into the passive. So is a letter is written. Is a letter written by him? We can make the question mark. So there's a lot of question sentences you can make it in the present simple. So this is actually the formula, that which is a subject, object, and subject, verb, and object. However, in the active we can make this one: subject plus verb plus object. However, in passive, object plus verb plus subject, right? This will be active. So this is actually a simple formula you need to understand in active and in passive, right? So this will be the receiver, this will be the doer, this is the action. I hope that you understood. If you have any question about the present simple tense and active and passive voice, You can write in the comment box, or you can email me, or if you have any suggestions, please also do let me know. And don't forget to subscribe. If you want more videos about the grammar, please press the bell icon button. We'll be meeting in the next lesson with a new theme, new topic, and a new tense. Till that, bye, stay blessed and stay safe.